Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Kay and this is the Earthly Lunar Breathwork channel. Today I invite you to get yourself a cup of tea and we are going to talk about how to keep those 2022 habits that we'll be setting for ourselves this new year. Just get yourself your journal and a cup of tea, a nice herbal tea or coffee or matcha or whatever you drink, and write down some of these tips as well as an idea for what you want your resolution to be. So I'm not one of them people that's like, you have to set goals and you have to complete them in the year. I'm actually pretty bad with my goals, but I recently read a book called Atomic Habits. As you'll see throughout the video, these are the main tips that have worked for me, especially on my journey to starting to work out more regularly. So without further ado, let's begin with the first tip. So we're going to start with habit number 1, which is to make it easy. So instead of starting with like 30-minute or 40-minute workouts or going to 1 hour of breath work a day, start with just a few breaths maybe, or 2 minutes of meditation, 10 minutes of exercise. If you make your goal a small amount of time, you're more likely to succeed, which in turn makes you want to do it more. Whereas if you start off with a large amount of time that you want to do daily, it's just off-putting, and you want the reward of succeeding to come, so you get this dopamine hit. And once you get the dopamine hit, then you will start getting it before you do the habit you want to start, and then that will just motivate you to do it. And also at the beginning, discipline is needed. You think that these successful people are only just like succeeding but with motivation and all that, but really it's just discipline. Wonderful. Another way to make it easy is to make it obvious. So think putting your workout clothes onto the side. So in the morning you will see them and you'll put them straight on, and then you'll go straight into your exercise. Or set out your meditation cushion. I have to move my table. I don't have to, but I move my table out of the way evening, and then I can come downstairs and just start meditating. Yeah, so make it obvious, and the same goes with, the opposite goes with bad habits. If you don't want to do something like you binge watch TV all the time, move the remote away from where you can reach it. So put it by the TV, put it in a drawer. If you add an extra step, it makes your brain think, oh, well, I'll do something else then. And that's how you reinforce your good habits and get rid of the bad. You can also think with like healthy eating. If you don't buy unhealthy food, then you're not going to go into the cupboards and reach for them biscuits and crisps or whatever. You're going to have to think a bit more with healthy eating, like cutting up carrot sticks for your hummus. Just cutting and prepping a few vegetables on a day so that when you're feeling lazy, you can just reach for them still. And it's just as easy as getting a takeaway or having an unhealthy snack. Third tip I'm going to give you is to make a cue, time and a place that you are going to start your new habit. So when I started working out, and this is proven to work for me, I decided that after work I would have a cup of tea and a snack, and then I would lay out my yoga mat and do at least 10 minutes of working out in my living room. So we got time after work. The cue will be when I get home from work and have that snack and my drink. And then a place is the living room, and this has helped me to build this habit. Adding on to the cue, you can also habit stack, which is just adding an extra habit onto a habit you've already formed. So in the last example, I said that I would have tea and a snack before I exercise. Well, that was actually a habit that I built first. So then I stacked on working out on top of that. And then maybe you could add healthy eating onto the end, or if you like to do yoga, this one is quite easy to add on. It's just meditation, just sit on your mat and do 10 minutes of meditation. You can also do a different variation of this, which is while you're working out, you could listen to a podcast, you could watch your favourite TV show. If you do something enjoyable while you're doing something that you may find less enjoyable, it can help improve your habit-like ability to stay. I will give just one warning about giving yourself treats after, say, working out and having maybe a piece of chocolate, that then you start craving the chocolate and that becomes the treat, whereas it's not building the habit of exercise. One day you might just decide that I'm not going to exercise, and then you still have the chocolate. This affects dopamine because you are more likely to get a raise in dopamine from chocolate than you are from working out. So overall, working out will give you like a better baseline of feeling good than chocolate will, whereas chocolate's just like a sudden and then down. I'm not saying never give yourself a treat after workout or anything, but maybe you could try maybe having a healthy snack. So after working out, you can cook yourself a healthy meal. That's a good habit stack. But maybe just like a good way to do it is maybe just waiting like an hour or two before you give yourself that unhealthy treat. So lastly, be kind to yourself. If you miss a day, it may feel like the end of the world, but it's not. You can come back the next day. I got most of these tips from the book Atomic Habits, and he says he never misses 2 days because then it's a lot harder to get back on to what he wants to start. A quick recap is to make it easy, so choose like 2 minutes of breath work or just a few in and out breaths to start with. Also make it visually easy for you, so put out your meditation mat in the morning, your workout clothes on the side so that you will put them straight on, and then you're more likely to do that. Third is to set a time, place and cue. So after work in the living room, I will put down my mat and do a few minutes of workout, and then still kind of under this bracket, maybe also an extra tip is habit stacking. So after work I have my tea, and then I put my mat out and do some workout while listening to a podcast, and then I'll have a healthy dinner. The last tip is just to be kind to yourself and just realise that you have completed your goal of 2 minutes and feel good about yourself for doing that. And that is how we keep doing habits, is we notice how good we feel after them. So after working out, I was like, wow, I feel a lot less stressed after work, and my mental health improved. And that's when I really started being like doing it every day, realising that it's calmed my stress down after work and made me feel like a better person inside. Really has helped a lot. So if you feel called, let me know down below what your resolution for this year is. Mine is just to start a breathwork course and learn lots about breathwork. Pretty simple, yeah. And I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next year.